Policing America, Challenges and Best Practices by Kenneth J. Peake. So I'm going to talk a little bit about smart policing. I have already showed you the title of the book if you want to follow or figure out the references, etc., etc. Smart policing is an emerging paradigm in American policing. It emphasizes the use of data and analytics as well as improved crime analysis, performance measurement, and evolution research. Next is a brief discussion of the strategy's origin and applications in its 10 initially selected cities. Here you can see I simply just Googled smart policing and this is what comes up. Data Analysis Solutions, the Smart Policing Initiative, SPI, is a Bureau of Justice Assistance, BJA, sponsored initiative that supports law enforcement agencies in building evidence-based, data-driven law enforcement tactics and strategies that are effective, efficient, and economical. Collaborative Principles, SPI seeks to build an offender-based and place-based policing by replicating evidence-based practices or to encourage exploration of new, unique solutions to public safety problems. BJA believes that the experiences of these 10 agencies will add to the body of knowledge of effective police tactics and strategies. So continuing back to the book, you can see the origins. You can read that yourself, pause the video, read it yourself, and I will be moving on to the next page of this book. So you see the title, Unique Requirement, Research Partnerships. It says, perhaps the most important element of SPI is the research partnership. Significantly, the Bureau of Justice Assistance, BJA, emphasized police and criminal justice scholar partnerships for these efforts, working together to test solutions that were informed by crime science theories and assessed with sound evolution methods. The need for a focus on developing a stronger base of evidence in policing and for more sophisticated research designs and evolutions of police strategies was reinforced early in the development of SPI. The next title, How It Works, an Array of Strategies and Tactics. I'm just going to read the first part. You guys may pause it to read the rest of it. Since BJA made its first 10 SPI awards to police agencies in 2009 to date, more than $12.4 million has been awarded to 33 local law enforcement agencies conducting 36 SPI projects. This is where you can pause and read it yourself. It's a good read. The whole book is, honestly. I just want to add in that the money was awarded, meaning that they deserved it. So this is typically something good, and I will go on to show you how and why. So I went on to Google and I just searched, is smart policing good? And the Bureau of Justice actually uploaded this little pamphlet, 2 pages. I will, of course, link it below. I will read bits and pieces here, though. Smart Policing Initiative, Data Analysis Solutions. The Smart Policing Initiative, SPI, is a Bureau of Justice Assistance-sponsored initiative that supports law enforcement agencies in building evidence-based, data-driven law enforcement tactics and strategies that are effective, efficient, and economical. Smart policing represents a strategic approach that brings more science into police operations by leveraging innovative applications of analysis, technology, and evidence-based practices. The goal of the SPI is to improve policing performance and effectiveness while containing cost and important consideration in today's fiscal environment. Once again, this will be linked below the video. I encourage you to read it. It's 2 pages, as you can see, it's not that much reading. It's a good read. Everyone should go do it real quick. Moving back to the book, this is the next page that follows. So the top of this is the last bit to that, How It Works, an Array of Strategies and Tactics part. And this says Lessons Learned, and I will read a little bit of that. But if you want to pause this real quick, so you may read the rest of the top, and even the bottom if you want, because I will not be reading the whole thing. Lessons learned. Continue the move away from tradition. If SPI is to work to its maximum effect, first, police must make a conscious effort to overcome traditional organizational cultures and barriers to collaboration. SPI reinforces the fact that traditional police methods simply do not work in today's society. If you are following the news, if you have been the entire 2020 and now the beginning of 2021, you know this. You have seen this. Personally, I do believe that SPI is something that would be good if it were more developed and used throughout. The book goes on to say, for example, it has long been held that the best police intervention is enforcement. That is, arrest is the most effective and direct intervention to deal with crime. Several SPI sites challenge this axiom. For example, the Boston SSTs, after advanced training in police problem-solving, used the support of analysis to unravel the nature of violence in each micro-hotspot. Working with the research team, the SSTs developed and implemented 396 distinct problem-oriented strategies. Contrary to the traditional police thinking, the data reveal that enforcement accounted for the fewest number of interventions, far outnumbered by the other two response categories. Again, you guys can pause it to go on and read Technologies and Information Systems for deep analysis. I will be turning to the next page. You can see at the very bottom, this is page 117 of this book, which I showed the cover of in the beginning of the video. The bottom part of the last page continues here, and then it goes on to where from here, future considerations. The aforementioned SPI efforts provide tremendous wisdom for those agencies that wish to adopt this approach. Hopefully, police executives will realize the essential role research and analysis play in their decision-making and value research and evidence-based approaches. These early studies provide clear and convincing proof that evidence-based policing works. The conditions necessary for a given approach to work vary based on structural, organizational, and environmental factors specific to the location and the agency. Moving over to the next page, we are now on 119. It goes on to say, although relatively new, progress against crime fighting under SPI is impressive. Police operations are much better informed when research partners are used in new and innovative ways, and officers engage in problem analysis, intelligence, and comprehensive responses. SPI will help to inform other academics who are engaged in the police research, perhaps also changing the ways in which police research is carried out. Meanwhile, the police can become much more knowledgeable about research methodologies, cause and effect, and contribute significantly to future research projects that attempt to attack neighborhood crime and disorder. As always, I encourage you to do your own research on this topic, and once again, I just Googled how many police agencies are using smart policing currently, and this is what popped up. It just says under the U.S. Department of Justice, Bureau of Justice Assistance, BJA, Smart Policing Initiative SPI grant award totaling nearly $6 million were given to 16 law enforcement agencies across the United States. And then, of course, it goes on to list them. I will, of course, be providing the links below, but do feel free to check it out. I will probably provide some links that I did not talk about in this video, but that are also interesting and good reads. So I hope you got what you wanted out of this video. Try to make it short and sweet. Just get the basics. Once again, this is the book that I am getting this information from. Good read. Personally, I enjoyed it. This is Finding the Truth Through All These Messes. I hope you follow, like, subscribe, comment. Definitely comment your opinions. Comment what you'd like to see. And I appreciate you watching this video.